Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I am going to go over my March paycheck number 2 budget. This is for March the 18th through the 31st. All right, well, unlike normal, I have not written down all my categories to save some time. I probably should have done that, but I didn't. Instead, I took some time to do an IRA tracker because a few of you have asked if I would include the IRA tracker in my budget. So I do have this. I will also do one for sinking funds, and I'm trying to think if I did anything else. I think it was for the emergency fund. So I eventually will add those other two so I can just at a glance show you guys what the grand totals are. But for now, I just have the IRA tracker. Okay, so I guess before we get started going over the March bill tracker, I will go over the IRA tracker with you. So in the month of January, I budgeted actually $900 for my IRA. I deposited $900 and that gave me a balance of $900. In the month of February, I budgeted $600, but because I had the money from the 100 envelope challenge that I cashed in, I actually deposited $3,655. So that gave me a balance of $4,555. My plan is to deposit $600 in the month of March, which I'm on track to do that. And April actually has 3 paychecks. So I should have $900 to contribute in the month of April. Now I'll only need $845 of that $900, and then I'll be fully funded for 2021, and then I can start contributing to 2022. So I was really excited when I went through and added all this up and tried to figure out if I was going to be able to max out for last year and this year, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to. So this is the IRA tracker, and then again I'll create one of these for sinking funds and for my emergency fund, just to notate any money added and spent so that I know what the grand total is. So I'm going to set this aside and let's move on to March's budget. Now, again, this is paycheck number 2. Okay, starting up here on the left where we have the income box. The first source of income that I have is from my full-time job, and my full-time job pays me $1,500 every other Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and budget $1,500. Next, I have Etsy, and Etsy, I don't know from week to week whether or not I will have Etsy income, so I'm actually going to budget $0. Now on the 21st, which is within this payday, I am going to have YouTube income, and I actually got in there, I think it was yesterday or maybe it was early this morning, I don't know. I logged on to YouTube and I found that my paycheck for the 21st is going to be $327.49, which is awesome. So thank you to all of you that watch my videos and support my channel. I really, truly do appreciate you. I didn't record for, gosh, almost 2 weeks while I was on vacation and kind of gearing up for vacation, and then came back. So this is for like 2 weeks worth of videos, which, you know, is pretty on target. Usually YouTube income, is around $500 to $600, but considering the fact I missed 2 weeks, I am very, very excited to have $327 coming my way. Okay, and then last source of income is my rollover. So I did do a Paycheck check-in where I showed you what my actual numbers were for March paycheck number 1, and I am carrying over $187.53. Now, I decided to do the rollover because I am doing true paycheck budgets right now, and I'm not sure if that first paycheck in April is going to have enough money to cover sinking funds, cash envelopes, the rent, the electric bill, and anything else that I've got going on. And so I'm just going to roll over money these next, this next check and roll it into the 1st of April. And then once I pay my rent and I kind of get a feel for how much I'm going to need, then whatever's left over will go towards savings challenges. Okay, so when I add up my sources of income, $1,500 plus $327.49 plus $187.53 is $2,015.02, which is, that's awesome. So 2015.12. Okay, moving down here to the bill section. The first bill that I have due this paycheck is the water bill. And the water bill is due on the 20th. And I'm going to budget $30. Then I have my AT&T cell phone bill. That is going to be due on the 24th. And I'm going to budget $44. I know it's going to be a little bit less than that, but I wanted to keep whole numbers in the budget. And then last is Apple. Now I did cancel the storage plans that we had with Apple, but I do still have one Apple bill that is due, and that'll be due on the 27th. And that is for Apple One, which is Apple TV, unlimited downloads on music, and it's $21 and some change. So we're just going to budget $22. So those are all the bills that are just due within these 2 weeks, not all the bills that I have, just these 2 weeks. So adding the bills, 30 plus 44 plus 22 is $96. If I take my income and subtract 96, I am left with $1,919.02. Then down here where we've got the cash envelopes, I'm just going to carry the leftover amount, so 191902. My first envelope is for food and household, and that's going to get $200 because I budget $100 per week. And then I'm doing the 100 envelope challenge. My daughter picks a number every single week. Whatever number she picks between 1 and 100, we take out of that grocery budget for the week and we make it work. So that's for food. And then my daughter, Carol Ann, is in grad school, and I do give her $60 per week for gas and spending money. And so this paycheck, she will get $60 per week, so that's $120. Then we've got gas for my car, and the budget is $20 per week, so that's $40 this check. Now I work from home I don't commute, I don't go many places, and I have a half a tank of gas, $50 in my gas envelope, and I'm going to add another 40. And I know that those of you who commute are probably dying with the increase in gas, and I feel for you. I used to commute in Northern Virginia, and it was terrible. The gas was expensive and the commute was long. So I definitely feel very blessed to be able to work from home and not be too affected by the rising gas prices. Okay, next is spending. And I'm going to give myself 20 per week. So that's going to be 40 this check. Then I am creating an Etsy envelope. And once I get to each week, if there is any Etsy income, then I will split that up 25% to taxes, 30% to reinvest back into my Etsy shop, and 45% is what I will use in my budget. But for now, we're going to budget 0 because I don't have any Etsy income at this time. Okay, next is YouTube. And I'm doing the same thing with YouTube. So since I have $327.49 in income, 25% is going to taxes, which I'll put over here in the taxes section, as well as the 45% will be down here in my challenges. But I'm going to put aside 30%. I'm going to put aside 30% of my YouTube income into an envelope, and that's going to get $98. So I haven't really decided what I'll use that money for. It could be lighting, or any kind of supplies. I can't think of anything offhand that I would need, but maybe stickers for my budgeting or whatever it is. That's what I'll use the money in that envelope for. So I did, when adding up all of my envelope categories, this comes to $498. Taking my leftover amount of $1,919.02, subtracting $498, I am left with $1,421.02. And we're going to carry that up here on the right. So 1,421.02. And then I'm going to go ahead and write down all of my sinking fund categories, and I'll be right back. That way you don't have to watch me write all this down. So let's start up here with Christmas. Christmas gets 25 a week, so that's going to be 50 this check. Fur babies, also 25 per week, so 50 this check. Car maintenance gets $30 per week, so we're going to budget 60 this check. Car insurance gets 20 per week, so that's 40. Gifts gets 10 per week, so that's $20. And then clothes, Amazon, P.O. Box, medical, and vacation, those all get 5 per week, so that's 10 this check. And then the total of all my sinking funds is $270. So taking my leftover amount of $1,421.02, subtracting $270 leaves me a leftover amount of $1,151.02. Now, I don't have any debt. I am debt-free, so I won't be filling out anything in that box, but I will write debt-free there. And then down here where we've got extra savings, I'm going to take this leftover amount and jot that down here. So $1,151.02. So the first extra savings category that I have is my Roth IRA. And I will be contributing $300 from this check. Then I have taxes. And that's going to be from the YouTube income. So it was 25% of $327.49. Rounding up, I'm going to set aside $82.49. Then we're going to have money that we're going to set aside for the savings challenges. And what I'll set aside is going to be the remaining amount of that YouTube income. So taking $327.49, subtracting 98, and $82.49 leaves $147 for savings challenges. And then last extra savings is going to be the rollover, which will carry over to the 1st of April. And that is going to be $621.53. $621.53. So the total of all of these savings buckets is the leftover amount of $1,151.02. So that leaves me a leftover amount of $0. That's the zero-based budget. But I do have money, so I'm not leaving myself no money in my checking account. I have a very small buffer of like $50 that's in my checking account, and I'm comfortable with that because I do have $10,000 in my savings account for my emergency fund, and the rollover amount that I started with, I have in my bills account. So the account where I cash up like my rent and stuff. So that's also in the account. But that's everything for this paycheck. So this was March 18th through the 31st. And then what I'll do is I'll come and do a check-in after the first week, and we'll talk about whatever has cleared and if there are any changes. And then I'll do a second check-in at the end of the paycheck and just go over the final numbers. And then let me know if you want me to do like a March, like a monthly recap. I don't know if that would be something you guys would be interested in watching. So let me know down in the comments if it is. I can do one of these bill trackers with all the monthly amounts and the actual and see what the differences are. So let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see that. All right, guys, that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you're at. Bye.